Hi guys, in today's video we are going to paint this cute painting in simple 3 step. Now let's get started. Now let's see the requirements of this painting. So in the first step we are going to paint the background. So in the background we need to paint the sky. So here I am going to apply the color dark blue mixed with black. So in this background we need to paint the sky and the ground. So as we are painting the night sky, we really need a very dark blue for the sky. So the top I apply the color very dark blue, and gradually I am going to increase the intensity of blue. So here you can see now I am going to mix the color white to the blue to have a light shade of blue. We need to increase the amount of white paint to the blue to have a light shade of blue. So now you can see the blue we are using now is very lighter than the blue we used first. So now I mix more white to the blue to have this very light shade of blue. So here I am blending the colors where the two colors meet. Here I am using my flat brush to blend the colors. You can use any large size flat brush you have to blend the colors. So whenever we are blending the colors in a large area, I always suggest you use a very large flat brush because acrylic paints tends to dry so fast. To reduce the timing, we need to work really fast. So the using this big flat brush is really essential to cover a big area in a very short period of time. And now let's mix the color white and orange to have this a peach color. Now I am going to apply the color here. So you can see I just leave a space between the color blue and the orange. So we all know in color theory when we mix the color blue and orange we will get the color like a green. So to avoid this I here apply the color light orange and gently I mix the color to the blue to have the very smooth and beautiful transition of colors. So here I use the color very light orange to mix the color and get a beautiful transition. Now let's paint the ground. So here we need to paint the ground. I decide to paint the ground in blue. So first I apply the color light blue. We need a blue but the blue should not be very bright. So here mix the color black and white to the blue to reduce the vibrancy of this blue. So gradually I'm increasing the intensity of the blue. So we need a very light blue to dark blue in this ground. So you can see it is getting very dark now. So in the bottom of this canvas I'm going to apply more black to the color to have this really dark blue. Once we finish this background, let's move to the second step. So in the second step we are going to paint the sky and the galaxy effort. To paint the galaxy effort, first I mix the color blue with more white. Now I am going to mix more white to this blue to have this very light shade of blue. Now I take this sponge and I'm going to tap the sponge on my canvas like this. So painting a galaxy effort is really fun to do. All you need to do is observe your image and just try to replicate it and just have fun while painting this. So here you can see now I'm applying the color light blue in one corner of my sponge. Now taking the another corner of my sponge, I apply the color very light blue here. So I am going to tap this in my canvas again and again to get a desired result. This painting idea is also suggested by one of my followers in Instagram. They asked me to paint a night view with couple. So I searched many images for the night view but I end up with this. So I decided to paint a galaxy painting more simple for beginners. So I decided to paint this. Now we are painting the galaxy. So this is really fun to do. Now I mix the color black and blue to have this really dark shade of blue. Here I am applying the dark value of this galaxy. So it just tapping here like this. And now we are going to paint the stars. As we all know, to paint the stars we just need a fan brush and I mixed more water to my paint to have this liquid consistency. Once the consistency is ready I am going to tap this like this, and you can see first I use the color very light blue for the stars, then I will use the color to paint the stars. Now let's paint some bigger stars. So here I use the tip of my detailing brush just to paint some dots for the stars. So after finishing this, now let's paint some grass in this ground. So using the same detailing brush I am painting the blades of the grass. Now we are going to paint the trees. To paint the trees here I am using my round brush. First I paint the trunk of the tree. So in the top we need a very minute detail. So here I use my tip of my round brush to paint the details of the leaves. So once when we need a very large and wide shapes of leaves, now I can use my fan brush. So here I am using my fan brush. So it is completely optional. You can use whatever brush you feel comfortable while painting trees like this. So here I am using my fan brush. If you don't have a fan brush, you can also use a regular fan brush. Now I am painting another tree here. So painting a tree is always easy, especially a pine tree like this. If you want a tutorial about how to paint a tree, then please let me know in the comment section. Now we are going to paint the swing and the couple. First I am painting the swing. As you can see, first I trace the image of the swing and then I am going to continue with this paint. So in this way you don't feel like difficult while painting the straight lines using your brush and paint. So first I trace the image using my pencil. Now let's paint the couple. To paint the couples, first we need to trace the image. As you can see, the image is very little. So I use my tip of the detailing brush. So you need to be really careful while painting many small things in your painting. So here I use the color black, and first I am going to paint only the outline of this small images. Later I am going to block the image with full of black colors. So first we need to be really careful to paint the small details. As it is a Valentine week, I received many suggestions to paint couple painting. So if you have any suggestion or idea, you can let me know in the comment section. If you want this couple image, then no problem. I have given the link of this image in my description. You can go there and check and you can download this image. If you are new to my channel, I am Rexana. I love to paint with acrylics. Here I am sharing my painting knowledge with beginners. If you find my tutorial is really easy and helpful, then please remember to subscribe my YouTube channel and please follow me in my Instagram to know the regular updates about my paintings. Once we finish this couple image, we need to paint some shadow in this painting. As you can see, the background is really dark, so this black may not be visible, but we need to paint this, so this makes the painting realistic. So this is the final look of our painting. Let me know in the comment section how much you like this painting. I will meet you guys with another beautiful painting. Until then, have fun with